Dude, I just smoked him. I think that's the smaller one of the two that I've got pictures of. But man, that's a nice buck. Here, listen. He's right there. He's kicking. Oh my God, I got him there. That's what them broadheads will do, baby. Black Hornet's razors. That's the third deer this year with that broadhead. He had two more with him. There's a doe following him, another small buck behind him. I'm gonna knock one up. If that doe comes out, I'll take her. He crashed right there, and the other one's still right there with him. I have to wait till they leave. Oh man, I'm pumped. Nocturnal worked flawless, unlike those other ones I was using. Waited, he was standing right in a paw spot, turned, looked the other way. I drew and drilled him. Nice double lung shot. About 30 yards, I guess it was. I think I got that paw spot at 30 yards. 32 yards, sorry. I guess that doe don't want to leave him. I can't see him through the pines. But she's just walking right there. I can hear her walking. I have to wait for them to leave, and then I'll get down and go get him. But man, he's a nice buck. We don't get a whole lot of big ones around here, but I've started not letting a lot of people hunt here. I used to let a lot of people hunt, and over the past 2 or 3 years, I haven't taken anything but some does and a couple small spikes because for the meat. But I've noticed a big difference in the deer. Oh Lord, I'm pumped. Anyway, I think I'm gonna. The deer's dead. He's right there. I heard him crash and kicking. But them other deer are still walking around. I'm gonna give them a little bit to get to leave, and once they leave, I'll get down and go get him, and we'll get a little bit of video footage from down there. I don't think he got in front of the ground cam before I shot. He had turned sideways, broadside, and I thought he was gonna go back up in the woods. I wished I'd turn that camera back a little bit further back, but anyway. I'll get down and get some footage on the ground, sit back, and we'll see what happens. I love my broadheads, dude. Alright, another deer walked off. I'm about to start packing stuff up and getting down, but before I didn't do an intro this morning, because the past 2 days, the deer activity has been pretty damn hot. Come in yesterday morning and had a buck chase the doe about 10 minutes after I was in the stand, grunting. I mean, he was just tearing his hillside up, but it was too dark to video or to shoot him. Carried on for about 20 minutes or so. They finally, I guess, went to the bedroom, and a little after that, I had a couple does come. This tree I was in was a little too close to where I wanted to shoot, and as they were coming off the hill, even though I was 25 foot up, as they were coming off the hill, they were eye level with me. They would see me because there wasn't a lot of cover in these white pines. They don't have no limbs or nothing on them, but they're nice and straight and tall, so you can get high. But in the mountains, even if you get that high, they can still be eye level. I did a little trimming yesterday. I got down, I found that this tree I actually moved about 20 yards away, and got in this tree, and I went ahead and trimmed a bunch of trees around here. I've noticed, I don't know about y'all, I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but just like right here this morning, I had a little spot come up in one of the trees I'd cut down. I don't know what it is about them. I guess they can't reach those leaves when they're tall, but even earlier in the season, I cut some trees down the day I was hunting, and the deer come in, they eat the leaves off of them, I guess because, you know, they can't reach them, and once they hit the ground, they go ahead and eat them. But I had this spike this morning come through. He was a little bitty fella. I was hoping for a doe, actually, and he come by and he fed and he hung out with me for a little bit, and it's been about, I don't know, about 30 minutes later, I started hitting the grunt call and the can call. I use this grunt call as a bone collector, and I just did a couple tendon grunts, and then turned the can call about twice. And there's a logging road that goes up right through here. It's an old one. I just keep it trimmed, and I heard him coming. I looked up, and it was funny because it's that buck, and there was a doe right behind him, and then another small buck. I don't know if he'd already bred her or what, but I usually don't see, I mean, they're rutting now. I usually don't see deer like that, especially with another small buck in behind them. So he come on down the logging road. He got it to about 30 yards, and I figured I'd go ahead and take him. I've been having some issues with him smelling my ground cams. I was kind of hoping, I had that one hid, and I was kind of hoping it was going to get him, but it didn't. I can tell by where he was standing at. It's actually facing a little more towards me, so I don't think it got him. But I looked up in the viewfinder, and I did see him. I didn't have it zoomed in on him, but when he turned sideways, I didn't want him to go back on up through the woods. So a good broadside shot's hard to turn up, especially at 30 yards. Anyway, I'm gonna start putting my camera up, and I'm gonna get everything down, and I'm gonna go over here and get the deer and get some pictures and turn it in. Like I said, you know, I'm this year, like always, I'm shooting a Black Hornet, or Magnus Broadhead, but I'm shooting the Black Hornet Serrays or 4-blades last year and this year. These are freaking awesome broadheads. I love them. That deer probably didn't go 15 yards. We'll go down there and walk it off. I've actually switched to these Carnivore arrows this year. They're by Black Eagle. It's actually a company here in Georgia, and I needed some new arrows, and I'd heard a lot of good stuff about them, so I got some. They hadn't used them long enough to really give you a good review on them, but they're really straight. I shoot the 350s. They're really straight, and they've done good for me. I mean, I stack them in there just like I did my other broadheads, and I've beat them up a little bit. Time will tell. Another year or two down the road, we'll see how durable they are. But I've heard nothing but good about them. I did go back to my dang Nocturnals. I tried those knock-ons, shot 2 deer earlier this year with them, and they didn't work on either one. One of them they turned off as soon as they hit the deer. It went through and you couldn't even see it. The other one they never even turned on. So I went back, got my Nocturnals, and you'll see in the video it worked, and I can see it right now, nice and glowing. I've tried to switch, but these things just work so well. Anyway, let's put this up, get down, and go over here and grab my buck. To get some pictures with it, man. This is awesome. This is the first time I've tagged out with 2 nice bucks in Georgia. So let's get down and see what we got, man. Stay tuned. Alright, we're on the ground. I'm at my arrow. We got a pod spot here. We got a skint bush there. We got a skint bush there. We got a skint bush there. Another pod spot sitting right here in front of me. Here's a deer. They're everywhere today, buddy. Anyway, there's a trail coming this way. It's a skint bush trail for years. They've been using this, so I set up in these pines to get them. It's usually evenings is when I get them, but I guess with the rutting activity, it was good I was here this morning. But this buck I've got pictures of from 14, 15, and this year, and he is a nice 8-pointer. He's I'm hoping he's going to go 125, 130 inches. But we'll go get him in a minute. He should be, I believe that's his white belly right there, right through the bushes right there. It might be maybe 30 yards. But anyway, we got our arrow right here. I mean, come on now. Look at that thing. Look at that. That's, I mean, woof. That's a good shot right there. Lots of blood. Yeah, supposed to be white veins. Nocturnal, still glowing. I won't go away from them anymore. And damn deer's all over right down here. But dang, that thing's still poking me sharp. Let's go over here. I mean, I don't have, like I said, I can see his white belly up to the woods right there. I don't know if I can get the camera to show it or not. Let's look and see. He is right. I see the little dark tree right through, right there. Wait a minute. It won't adjust on him. Too much stuff in the way. But he's right, I can see him right through the bushes. But let's go up here and see what we got. Says he was hitting that paw spot when he come through. I guess he was fixing to hit this one, but he didn't get finished. But anyway, let's go up here and get some video of the carnage. I get a picture of this, or show you this blood right here, right where this is where the arrow was. Ooh. But I'm just going to take pictures of the rest of it up through there. We'll turn the camera off till we get there. Alright, man. I'm walking up to him, and I figured I'd do a short video of the blood trail. I don't like doing this because it makes me sick, but we'll try to keep the camera still as possible, because this stuff's just amazing, what these broadheads do. Well, I got him. I got trail camera pictures of him for the past couple of years, and I really didn't think I was going to get a shot at him because he's like a ghost. I get 3 or 4 pictures of him a year, and this year I only got one, but it was one of the most amazing trail camera pictures I ever got. I just happened to put my trail camera up on the creek crossing and wasn't even expecting to get deer, really. Using my Spartan GoCams, you know, they'll send the pictures to me, and when I receive the picture of him, I'll throw it up here on the video. I was just amazed. It's a gorgeous picture of this beautiful buck, but he's a perfect 8. I mean, he's beautiful. He's got everything I really wanted. I mean, he's not real tall, but he's got nice height on him. He's got awesome mass. I mean, the mass on this thing is great for around here. But this deer's he's been rutting. His hots is pretty nice. He's been rubbing some, looks like some pine trees or maybe cedar. Got some sap or something on his horns, but I mean, this is just a great deer. I mean, for around here, if this is probably the biggest one I've harvested on my property. I've got 2 more that are built just like him. I'm assuming they're his offspring this year. That'll probably be like this next year because they look just like him. They just don't have the mass. But oh gosh, I'm elated. This is a I would have never thought I would have got a shot at this buck. Just as sporadic as he comes through. Just had a call from a buddy of mine. You know how it goes through the grapevine. I texted my next door neighbor to let him know, and another fellow that lives around the block, he called me, and him and his daughter were hunting. Actually, they own property the direction that this deer come from, and he's got pictures of this deer, and they were actually hunting him, and he apparently slipped by his daughter. So of course he wants to see the deer when I get back to the house, but that'll be a little while before I get up there. Anyway, the Spartan GoCam of course gave me the picture to let me know he's still around, and I used my Black Hornet serrazers of Magnus to take him down real short. I mean, I could see him from where I shot him. The blood is oh my God, it's just everywhere. A blind man could follow it. But we're going to see what the exit hole looks like. I got entry over here. Put my phone back in my pocket. Bow. Ooh, nice body deer. Oh, he's a leaking. We'll get some pictures. Got a good exit, good entry, nice double lung shots. Why they don't go very far. But those Black Hornet serrazers, man, just awesome broadheads. They put them down quick. I mean, I subdivision hunt with them because you got to make sure that you put them down quick in subdivisions, and they're my go-to heads now. But anyway, we're going to get this deer back to the four-wheeler, get him taken to the house. I'm going to roll tape on him. If he'll break 130 with the mass, he's going to be close. Then he may actually get put on the wall. We'll see.